Good afternoon, students. If you are watching this video, you have hopefully successfully found the website that I created for you, the Audacity Learning Center. On that website, you will find not only this tutorial, but also links to the assignment that we will be doing tomorrow in class. The first assignment is learning the program Audacity. Audacity is a basic wave editor that allows us to take audio examples and edit them. So we can cut them, we can fade them in, fade them out, do different things with it. It also allows us to record our voice if we wish to do so, add different types of effects. So these are all things that we'll be doing over the next few weeks. Also, on our website, you should be following the assignment that I have for tomorrow, assignment 1, which is going to be learning the basic key functions in Audacity, teaching us how to import audio, to cut audio, fade it in, fade it out, and then finally export our audio as an MP3 file. So the first thing we need to do is we need to locate some music that we can edit, and that's what we're going to be doing now. So for tomorrow, you will need to bring in a song that you wish to work on for your project. And it could be any song as long as it is suitable for playback in a school setting. So you will need to bring that song on a thumb drive, flash drive, USB drive, whatever you wish to call it. I'm going to take mine right off of my laptop here, so I'm going to go to File, Open, and I'm going to open this piece here called Kalimba. And you're going to see that it's going to import that MP3 into Audacity. Now, before we do anything, I got to make sure that you understand the basic key functions. There's also a picture of this saved on the website that shows you a little diagram of what each button is. But the basic buttons are just like you would find on any type of audio player, CD player, even an old school tape deck would have these same symbols. This is our pause button, which allows you to pause playback. This, of course, is the play button, which allows you to listen to whatever you're working on. We have our stop button, which must be used in order to edit it. If you pause, it will not allow you to edit something if you stop it. This arrow to the left will allow you to skip to the beginning of the song. The arrow that points to the right will allow you to skip to the end of the song. And here's our record button, which we will be using later on to show you how to actually record your voice or instruments or whatever you wish. Okay, so according to our assignment, the first thing that we must do is take our song and cut it down to 1 minute of audio. So as you can see, my song here is over 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to grab a section of the song that I want to use for my example, and I'm going to take it from 2 minutes to 3 minutes is the area that I want. It's just the area that I chose to use for my example. You can choose any portion of your song that you wish. So what I want to do is I want to take everything before 2 minutes, and I'm going to put my cursor right here at 2 minutes, and I'm going to highlight everything prior to it. Since I'm not going to use this, I'm going to simply get rid of it. And it's easy to do this. You can go up to the scissors button here, which is the cut button, and press it, and it'll delete all of that music that was there. The other thing you can do is simply to go and use, if you're familiar with the hotkeys or shortcut keys, you can hit Control and X, and that will also delete. So let's do that for our next one. So we wanted that from minutes 2 to 3. So since I deleted all that music prior to it, it's now going to be from 0 to 1 is where I want. So I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor here at 1 minute, and again I'm going to highlight everything that happens after it. This time I'm going to do Control X, which will do the same thing as that scissors button. It'll cut the music. So there it is. Now that music is gone, so I have exactly 1 minute of audio left. Now the next thing I'm going to teach you how to do is to fade our song in and fade our song out. Now you can decide on your own how much of the song you want to fade or in or out. That's up to you. For my opening example, I'm going to fade in 10 seconds. Now to do this, it's going to be easier if I magnify my audio. So I'm going to go over here to the right screen at the top, and there's a little magnifying glass which is going to allow me to zoom in so that I can really get a good look at the audio here. Now if I take the beginning of the song, I'm going to scroll this over a bit here, and I'm going to grab and put my cursor right at the beginning, and I'm going to take the first 10 seconds, because I said I wanted to fade in the first 10 seconds. So I'm going to simply highlight that, and to fade it in, I'm going to go to Effect, Fade In. And there you can see that the sound wave has been made very much smaller here at the beginning, and it slowly gets larger. And if we listen to it, we'll hear that fade in occur. Okay, so that was a very slow fade. If I wanted to do a faster fade, I would just highlight less material. So, for instance, if I'm going to fade out, I want to do a 5-second fade, let's say. So I'm going to take the end of the audio here, which was about a minute, and I'm going to now highlight only 5 seconds of it. So I'm going to go from 55 seconds to the 1 minute mark. So we're going to have a slower fade here, but this time I'm going to choose Effect, and I'm going to go to Fade Out. And as you can see, the audio now gets smaller as it goes down. So I'm going to put my cursor here, and let's listen to that fade out occur. And finally, the last thing I'm going to teach you how to do today is to export your song as an MP3 file. And that's very simple. You're going to go to File, you're going to scroll down, Export, and when you click on the Export button, it's going to give you, by default, a wave. We don't want to export it as a wave. We want to export it as an MP3, which is a compressed file, takes up less space, and it's more user friendly for using stuff on the internet and things like that. It's a smaller file. So we're going to choose MP3 file, and if we go to options, it gives us different options. One of the options is the quality. 128 kilobytes per second is plenty good for what our purposes, so we're going to leave that as is, and I'm going to finally save it as its original title, but I'm going to call it Kalimba Edited, and hit save wherever I would like to save it. And I'm going to save it into my music library, and it gives you some other options here to change different things, the artist name and such, but I'm just going to leave all that stuff and hit OK. And it has now exported my song as an MP3 file. So if I go to my Documents folder and I pull up my music folder, and there it is, Kalimba Edited, and if I double click on that, it should play on my default music player. So it opened up into iTunes, and it is playing. And that concludes today's lesson.